I do. I love coffee.
Enough.
I have no particular addictions or aversions to coffee.
Addicted, though I heard it messes up your second sleep cycle.
It keeps me standing.
Love coffee.
Like coffee.
I don't even drink coffee, like, ever.
Yes, I love coffee.
No, absolutely not.
Yes, absolutely.
Ew.
Yeah.
Actually, I do like coffee. If we're talking about my tries and buys. All right. Thank you for this.
Hey, do you want to grab some coffee? That's a phrase that we hear so often, and on a college campus, coffee seems to be an inseparable part of the culture. So I wanted to find out more about how many and who actually enjoys coffee. So to start, I went to my campus's resident coffee expert.
I get to talk about coffee. Of course I'm excited. Coffee is the best thing in the world. I went to a place in Nashville called Crema, and it's a modernized coffee shop it's beautiful, and I wanted a pour over, so I go in and I seen that they had Kenyan beans, and that's just beans from Kenya, and it was just amazing. And still yet I have to find Kenyan beans that were that good, but I would say that my favorite bean right now is a single origin from Kenya. I love it so much. Some people don't like coffee because they haven't had it right. If you really think about it, you can get it in, like, most people who say, I don't like coffee because I love the smell of it, but I hate the taste of it. The point of coffee is to not lose the smell. The smell should be just like the taste. And if you do it in certain brewing methods, like through a pour over, through a Chemex, through different like manual brewing systems, the coffee comes out, the flavors come out, and you get a whole different array than just like burnt coffee on a pot that you would get from like an auto body shop or just like making it at home. It's not the same, and most people who say, oh, I don't like coffee, it's because they haven't had actual good coffee.
Yeah, that's a pretty bold statement. If this drink is as good as he's saying, people must have had a good cup at some point. So I decided to ask some people, would they rather have a coffee-based beverage or a non-coffee-based beverage?
Oh, are you saying coffee like coffee or like something they make out of coffee, like espresso?
Because Coca-Cola is unhealthy.
He did
for
say
you.
coffee drink.
As is Mountain Dew.
Then
It's true.
Whereas coffee is extremely healthy.
So healthy.
I said facetious.
still go with Sobe.
I think right now I'd have an iced coffee.
Coffee. Tea.
I'd probably take the not coffee drink.
Yeah, the not coffee.
Tea with honey because I'm a singer.
If it was after an all-nighter, like tonight, yeah, coffee. But most of the time, smoothies.
Frappuccinos. I like Italian sodas. Of the people I asked, only about half of them said they wanted a coffee-based beverage. And of those half, only about one person said that they just wanted a straight-up coffee. So I decided to get even more specific and ask some coffee lovers what they thought.
Coffee is my favorite kind of coffee. I like all kinds of coffee. My favorite's Sumatra, most definitely. I do like pour-overs and Frappuccinos occasionally.
This is a hard question. When I go to Starbucks, I get the Veranda blend, and I don't really like fruity coffee. I really like just mahogany tasting coffee, not fruity. Yeah, I actually want to get one of those pour-over things so I can make my own pour-overs, but also I want to go to like a coffee tasting so I can understand what I'm tasting. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are some people, they're like baristas, are like, this is the difference between this coffee, but I don't know the difference because I haven't tasted it. Just get a taste for it and don't just give up on it. And I learned that if you eat a donut before you have black coffee, you eventually like just black coffee without cream.
I'm sorry, did she just say that we need to Pavlov ourselves into loving black coffee? So if the general consensus is that we don't like straight up coffee, then why do we keep masking in macchiatos and lattes and asking people to go grab coffee with us?
There's kind of an association that there's a certain kind of person who drinks coffee, and whether that's like a creative type of person or like a person who's like, you know, working on homework in a coffee shop or whatever. And that at the time that I started, that seemed like a cool type of person to be. And so I was kind of drinking it more out of wanting to be like those people. I think coffee is over and underrated at the same time. Like, I think some people make too much of it, but other people are like, oh, I don't drink coffee because it's not good. And it really is a good drink. Like, I know that a lot of it does come down to how you prepare it.
My name is Bryce Hakama. I'm a sophomore, and I'm an actor, and I like tea. It's better than coffee, honestly. I like tea because it brings people together. Tea is just a collective experience that you can come together with on other people, like we have with Tea Time here. I don't say it's impossible to do it with coffee. I just don't like coffee. That's literally the only reason why I drink tea is because I can't stand coffee. I just really enjoy tea, and yeah, that's about it. I feel like I have to change more about coffee in order for me to enjoy it than I have to change about tea.
But after all this, I just couldn't keep from coming back to what Austin said.
Most people who say, oh, I don't like coffee, it's because they haven't had actual good coffee.
Maybe these people really haven't had a good cup of coffee. And to me, that sounds like a challenge.
Can you prove to me that there's such a thing as a cup of coffee that I will like?
I'm gonna try my best.
All right, I believe in you.
All right, let's get it.
Let's get it.
So, what I'm gonna be making for you today is a pour over. And a pour over is just a manual method of brewing coffee. What you're about to be experiencing, my friend, is all from the hard work and dedication of many people.
One guy in Ethiopia is making his living off of growing coffee beans for a bunch of Americans over in there. Wow.
I'm gonna heat it up a little bit, because why pour hot water into a cold cup? Get your little beans going here.
I will never again take a straight shot of espresso. Never. I am wired right now. It is weird. My tongue is still reeling from that experience. I had to go back to the pour over as like, I'm going to recover from the espresso by drinking the pour over. That's how I feel right now.
Bryce, I'm glad you're caffeinated, but what we all really want to know is, did you like it?
Do I mildly like coffee? You know what? Sure. Very specific types of coffee, but yeah, I could say that I enjoy coffee. It's just a leaf and a bean. That's all it really is. The experience is almost the same, but it's just a leaf and a bean.
It's a perfect day for the road. The blue sky will take us home. We'll take it easy, we'll take it slow. It's a good day for the road.